So today we're taking another road trip in our area. Where are we going today, Greg?
We're going to go out to Dublin, the little town of Dublin. And it's not Dublin, Ireland. We'll be going there later in a couple of months. We're heading after Dublin. We're going to go to Brussels, and after Brussels, we're going up to Neustadt.
And where are we going to wrap up the day?
And we'll be in Harriston. There's a nice little restaurant or roadside stand. They're called the Cedar Rail. Famous for their foot-long hot dogs.
Yeah, we've been going there for years. So join us as we do another little explore around our area of Ontario. So today, Greg and I are taking another little road trip in Ontario. We're starting off in Dublin in West Perth. It's a village with a population of 255. Right now we're looking at St. Patrick's Church, which was built in 1900. It is a beautiful church. Historically, Dublin became known as a place for independent fine furniture makers, and became a bit of a hub for that, and is still known as Ontario's Furniture Village. So after we left Dublin, Ontario, we drove over to the community of Brussels. Brussels is about 4 times the size of Dublin. It has a population of 1,000 people. The first European settler was William Ainley, who settled here in 1854, and he called the town Ainsleyville. Where we are right now is Logan's Mill. It was built in 1914. There were 2 previous mills on the site, both destroyed by fire. This one is currently undergoing restoration, and they're hoping by next year they can open to the public for school groups and self-guided tours. It sits on the Maitland River, and there is free parking here, and there's the Maitland River there. This is the Brussels Dam beside the mill on the Maitland River. And as I mentioned before, the village was originally called Ainsleyville, but in 1872 it was incorporated and the name was changed to Brussels. Another look up at the mill. It's great to hear that there's a group restoring it though, and that people will be able to look inside, hopefully by 2027. Brussels is known as one of the prettiest villages in Ontario, and you can see why. There's lots of biking trails, you can go paddleboarding, kayaking. when we came into town, it had been recommended that we try a cafe called the Purple Bike, and it was excellent. We had a light lunch of paninis, and the coffee was excellent. It's Baden Coffee, which is absolutely wonderful coffee roasters near our hometown, and the food was wonderful. We also got some of their home-baked muffins to go. We're just standing on top of a dam. That's the Maitland River. But it looks to be paths and trails all through here. So I think for biking and walking. And again, there's people out on the water on paddle boards, kayaking. You can hear a dog barking at the kayakers. And then the trail from where we are, you come off this top of this dam, and then you see the trail continues through the trees. Really, really pretty. We understand why it's one of the most beautiful villages in Ontario. This is St. John's Masonic Chapel. We're still in Brussels, Ontario. We're gonna see if the door is open. Have a little look inside. It is. It was set up in 1994 as a place for the community to enjoy quiet contemplation. So this gives you an idea of the size of the space. Could seat 6 people in here. And it's lovely. Very well cared for. This is a little ferry door, and in Brussels they have literally hundreds upon hundreds of these scattered around. And you can do a trail, you can get a brochure, I believe, online. And they add new ones to the trail regularly. We stopped in Neustadt as our next stop on our road trip, but it was absolutely crazy there. So we didn't go to the Neustadt brewery. We stopped in the general store for an ice cream and had a leg stretch. And now we've driven to Harriston, and we have stopped at the Cedar Rail. We've been coming here for about 20 years. It's been here for 60 years and is home of the famous foot-long hot dogs. So if you're up in this area, the Cedar Rail at Harriston is a must stop. After having our lunch at the Cedar Rail, we continued on into Harriston. There is some construction in the town, so it's a little tricky getting around, but we've come to the old railway station, and I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Harriston. It was established by non-Aboriginal settlers in 1845. But they couldn't actually buy the land until 1854. The town was named after Archibald Harrison, who was a farmer from Toronto. He and his brother built some mills, opened a store, and attracted other businesses. The Wellington, Grey, and Bruce Railway reached Harriston in 1871, which helped the town to flourish. Currently, the population is about 1,900. Back in 1881, the population was 1,700, so it hasn't grown that much over time. They have been holding a fall fair here since 1859, This beautiful train station has been changed into a seniors activity center. And a couple of things about Harriston. They have a wonderful public art project that's called the Cool Cones, where there are 10 oversized ice cream cone sculptures decorated by various local artists, and you can work your way around the town to find them. And they also have some amazing murals in the downtown. One of our favorite restaurants in Harriston, besides going to the Cedar Rail for those foot-long hot dogs, is Harry Stone's Social House. We would highly recommend it if you're looking for a nice breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it is right on the main drag going straight through Harriston. The original railway tracks would have gone straight ahead, which you can see now, which I believe is now part of a trail system. And then if I turn around, there's Greg, and there's your station. And then where the rails would have led is now a shuffleboard court. So Greg and I are heading home from Harriston. We've had such a wonderful day with beautiful weather, and it's been a lot of fun to explore these villages and small towns that we have never visited or haven't visited for some time. We hope you've enjoyed our little road trip, and we plan on making some more, and want to thank you for watching our video, and hope you'll visit our channel again soon.